Welcome to Just a Tip with Jake and Timmy.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on, everyone? Jake here with Uncommon EDC.
How's it going?
I am Tim from Tim School of Fish. My name is Jeff.
Welcome to Just a Tip. We got our special guest this week, Jacob Ginsberg of Jacob Creates. How's it going, man?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Doing
Good,
great.
man.
We appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. I see one of our moderators in the chat, Bluminati Ninja. Thank you, Bluminati. I know you guys are subscribed to him, but if you are not, make sure you go subscribe to Bluminati Ninja, best moderator on YouTube.
Yeah, he's got some new Ranger eyes. Hit him up if you want to pick some up. Just hit him up on Instagram, email,
nice.
whatever the case may be.
Nice. I see a bunch of the regulars. Marco, how you doing? Timmy, oh father, how are you? Jeff Jackson, Joseph S, Jim Miller. Thanks for joining us, fellas.
Paul Mills just jumped in as well. But so I'm really familiar with Jacob Creates. We're obviously pretty local, but why don't you tell us a little bit about the brand, how you got started, maybe even some of the models that you sell?
Oh yeah, so I'm based in San Diego. I've been making knives for probably 4 years consistently now. I got started with collecting. I think my first knife was a Swiss Army knife that my dad had gotten me. Actually, I got it right here.
Oh, nice.
So this is my first knife. My dad was not into knives at all. You see right there. The tip is all bent because I tried to jam it into something, but
nice.
But yeah, got into knives from collecting. Sorry, 1 second.
No worries. Show off one of his models while he's adjusting. This is
that's the Chickadee, right? The Miami Vice model.
Yeah, exactly. So I went with the Miami Vices. We got the pink and blue combo. It actually has a white belt strap as well, but I remove it because I just pocket drop it. But this is the first model I discovered of his. I don't know actually if it was his first model overall, but how I discovered Jacob Creates, and so went with the Miami Vices. Also comes in like neutral colors as well, but I'm all about the bright colors. So
what's the overall length on that? No, you're good, man. My internet drops off all the time, so I'm likely to disappear at least once or twice during the show, so don't sweat it.
Yes, sir. It's all good.
Yeah, and overall length, Tim, was about 5 inches on this one.
Okay.
All right, where were we?
About that.
No worries. Oh yeah, good.
Yeah, I started. Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, so you could put a ulti clip on that and just drop that in your front pocket if you wanted to.
For sure. I do actually just drop it in my front pocket without the ulti clip. I think it can take the smaller size ulti clip on here for mounting.
Like the little number 2 or whatever it is, the little 2.2 exactly. Or whatever they call it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we lost.
Hey, Beaver, what's going on? Yeah, it looks like he dropped off. That's all right. Well, I'm sure he'll hop right back on. So I got his little bead here.
I was looking. Oh, you got the little chicka bead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at his website today. I think that Chickadee is like, if his first, it looks like from the website that's the best selling model.
For
you know
sure.
What I mean? Like his flagship or the most popular or something like that.
Exactly. I think right now he's focused a lot on like the Mary series. He has like the Bush Mary, the Modest Mary, all of that. But this is for sure the one that kind of blew up, got popular, and got his name out there initially.
What's up, Beaver? What's up, Tyler? Paul Mills, Andrew Baxter. What's up, fellas? We lost our guest, so we might just have to wing it.
Yeah, no worries. I'm sure he'll hop back on when he gets a chance, but until then, we can hold it down.
I was looking at some of his knives today because I was not familiar with them.
Yeah.
I knew you had that one, the Chickadee.
Right.
And I really like that. I think it's called the Lamb's Mary or something.
Oh, yeah.
It's a version of the Hail Mary, but it's like a lamb's foot. sheep's foot style sort of thing.
Yeah,
That looks pretty.
exactly. So all of like the Mary series, there's different blade
Yeah.
shapes that have different names, but they all have the same handle shape. It has Mary at the end.
Oh, okay. All right. So same handle. So it looks like he might have some pre-orders coming up,
Yeah.
unless those are from the past.
Yeah, it looks like he does have some pre-orders coming up, and then he does a lot of like monthly, even in every other week drops where whatever he has ready, he'll drop. So he's not going to have huge inventories. It'll be whatever he can
I
produce.
gotcha.
He'll put it out regular basis.
So he's kind of doing it the same way as Jacob over there at Very Good Knife Company. Like he'll make some,
Yeah.
drop them, make them, drop them. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Now is he doing it by hand, like in house, or does he send it off, or like use a machine like Jack over at Shed Knife does? How's he doing?
Yeah, so I think for cutting out the blades, and if he hops back on, I'm sure we'll get more information. He's the guy, I want to say it's Hephaestus, Greek name for sure.
Oh,
Hephaestus.
Hephaestus
Machine
something
company,
like
yeah, exactly.
that? Yeah,
Machine Co. And then he's doing all of the grinding and stuff by hand, and
gotcha.
scales, Kydex, all of that.
I see Rich from True Budget EDC. Rich, we got an American knife maker on tonight, so that'll make you happy, America. But he's having some technical issues. Radio Geek, how you doing, brother? James Alton, Dwayne Letterman, Paul Mills. Thanks, fellas. Raybo, how you doing, my friend? Todd Carr. We got a big crowd here. I hope he can jump back on. Mind of Milton.
Yep. Yeah, we got quite a few people in. So also worth mentioning, I know Tim has a business trip next week. So
Yes.
No show next week. Potentially, I may jump on for a little bit, but no planned show next week. We'll pick back up the following week on Tim's channel.
Yeah, I am going to Detroit, Michigan, the nicest city in the United States. It is beautiful. There are wonderful people there. The roads are fantastic. The food is great, and I feel safe everywhere I go in Detroit. I cannot say enough about it. And if you can't tell I'm being sarcastic, I don't know what to tell you, because it's an absolute shithole. No offense to anybody that lives in Detroit, but yeah, I have to go a couple times a year, so I will be there next week. And then the week after that, we'll just rotate back to my channel and stay on the usual rotation. So
Nice. I've never been to Detroit.
it's rough, bro. Rough.
Yeah.
And
then
it's
the
like a
next week-
ghost town.
Yeah, and then the next week we're going to be straight to Atlanta, so you got back-to-back travel.
That's right. Oh,
Is it
Raybo,
next?
you told me you lived up there near Detroit. I was talking to Raybo about having to go to Detroit on business, and yeah, I hear you, Jim. Apparently, after COVID, around that time, can you say that on YouTube? After 2020, a lot of people left Detroit, apparently, because I went there and it was crazy because we're like in downtown Detroit and there's no traffic. Like the roads are, six lanes wide and there's nobody on it. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And they were like, oh, after 2020, a lot of stuff shut down and people just left. So it's weird, man.
I know they have a lot of like abandoned properties, which you can get
Yeah.
for pretty much free as long as you submit like a plan to renovate them within X amount of time.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Barbarian Brownie?
It's strange. So while we're waiting on him, let me just, since we're talking about knives, show you the next one that is coming up from Jacob over there. Very Good Knife Company.
Oh, nice.
So these are supposed to drop this week, but I know that last week when he dropped the First Strike, the big Bowie knife, that he had a problem with his machine that does the etching.
Right.
So yeah, like it petered out on him somehow. Huh. So I think, he probably has it fixed, but this one's coming next. Supposed to be the end of this week, maybe beginning of next week sometime. But this is a 9 1/4 inch Kephart knife,
nice.
bushcraft knife that he calls the Tribute, and it's under $200. And
Nice.
you guys know what kind of work he does, so that's coming up next.
Nice. Which one was the one that just dropped?
That was this one. That was the First Strike, which is the 11-inch buoy. And at the exact same time, he was supposed to drop some of these, which is called the Tradition, and this is the Nessmuck.
Nice.
And when he was finishing these up is when his little etcher pooped out on him. So he did release the First Strikes and sold out of those almost immediately. He was working on finishing these up when he got his little machine fixed, and then that Kephart knife was supposed to come out this week. And I'm sure he got it fixed, but he just wasn't able to get this one out on time. But
Right.
this was the very first one that I bought of his. And this is that little hollow ground Nessmuck, 7.25 inches, and I freaking love it.
Nice.
So that's what he's got coming up next.
Sweet. Yeah, we were just talking about have had a lot of Jacobs on the show.
Yeah, we had Jacob from Very Good, Jacob from Exodus Knife and Tool, and then Jacob from Jacob.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to get back on. If not, maybe I'll check in and see if he wants to hop on next week while you're out.
Yeah, that's cool.
Going on, Skibby, O Father, Rich.
Yeah, you guys, I got a whole bunch of shit. Hang on, I'm trying to multitask.
No worries.
Jim Miller gifted some memberships last week, so appreciate that, Jim. I can't remember if I was able to tell you thank you during the show. Sometimes we get talking to a guest, and we don't want to cut them off or whatever, but I appreciate that. But I just wanted to let everybody know that Jake over here, Uncommon EDC, has memberships available as well. So you guys go check that out.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I've been putting out some member exclusive content, a lot of like state of the collection stuff. I try not to put anything that would take away from the main channel. So like state of the collection stuff, or what I have from certain brands, more kind of general overview stuff, or events I've been going to. This past weekend, I went to Patches and Pints. It was their first ever event in Anaheim. And they do patches. It's a continuation of the Rendezvous, which I think used to be held in the Flamingo in Vegas, and the showroom like flooded out, I guess, and so it no longer happened. So they wanted to put together an event. That was a really good time. A lot of handshake patches. So I did a video on that. It actually turned out I got more free patches from just handshake stuff than I actually ended up purchasing, which is crazy. But it was a really fun time. Always enjoy that.
Do you have any close by that you can show to us?
Only one actually, which is on my wallet, and so I do have the bender. This is from a company called Naranjo, or Naranjo, maybe. And so it's got the bender with the cigar. He does a lot of like woven patches. There was some PVC patch makers, acrylic, all of that. But that's the only one. I was really after all the cigar patches. Was my priority for it.
Did they have a pretty good showing? Did a lot of people show up?
Yeah, a lot of people showed up. It was probably 12 official vendors, maybe 12 to 15 official vendors, and there was a good 100+ people on Saturday, which was the main day they were selling stuff. Friday there was a get together the night before, and they weren't selling anything, but I got more patches there because everyone was doing handshake patches. And then Sunday, since a lot of people traveled, they were doing California Adventure at Disneyland. So Saturday was across the street from Angel Stadium. Sunday was California Adventure. And then Bluminati asked, are they U.S. patch makers? And yeah, most of them were U.S.-made patches. I know big one was like High Stacks. He's USA-made. A lot of woven ones. There were some hand-painted ones from a guy named Daily G. And so those were all, he did acrylic hand-painted as well as leather hand-painted.
Nice. Tyler, you're going to the game, really? That is awesome. Wait, the first game's in New York, isn't it? Up in New York? That's pretty sweet, bro. That's going to be awesome. No, Rich, we are not talking perfumery today. It is not Friday. Perfumery is for Friday.
We can talk. What's everyone carrying today, though?
Yeah, what are you carrying?
Yeah,
Have you
so
got anything? Go ahead, Jay.
I went with the repeat of yesterday's carry. I put up a short yesterday. I was filming a pocket check for Instagram and ended up dropping this on the asphalt, which was a pretty expensive drop overall. So I have my Sebenza small 31. I'll pull that out here. I think it's Mech Army bolt action pen and the sharpshooter from Jack Wolf Knives. So the
Nice.
Sebenza here. This one, it was no problem that I dropped it because it's so snail trailed that it just kind of blended right in.
Yeah, that's sweet.
The sharpshooter was still basically brand new, though, because I usually sheath carry it. And so that one got some marks on it, but no big deal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
And then I had the Mech Army pen. This came from like a Going Gear probably 2 years ago, maybe. It's just a small bolt action pen.
Sweet.
It's got tritium slots in it, but I don't have any tritium. Don't know where to get tritium. Does anyone have a good source for tritium?
I do not. Let's see. Jim had the Devo Buzz, Silver Fox Premium Pony Stout, Aries EDC Rock Hopper. I still don't have any Aries EDC knives. Do you have any, Jacob?
Not yet. I got to pick one up.
I got to get on his books. His books are like months out in advance now. He's freaking killing it.
Yeah, they've been going pretty quick. I saw I think Cheeto did a collab with him also, which I'm pretty excited to check out. Cheeto's local to me, so I'm going to try and meet up with him.
Nice. I had 2 different carries today because I only left the house twice. So when I left this morning, I had that one, the Rosecraft Beaver Creek with the smoky gray bone. And then when I left the house, I had the Viperade VE1 that has the Kershaw. What's this one called? Culpeper.
Oh, yeah.
Culpeper Barlow with the red bone. And the Finch Flint in there. And then this little Olight pin. I can't remember where I got this. Maybe from...
Was it Dick Ritchie?
No, he sent me some titanium pins, but it wasn't this. This might have been from Timmy O'Father.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe. And then I've got my little homemade field jotter there. And then I'm still carrying that February Gondek EDC Hank of the Month because I love that one. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I really like that one. And that was the one that they had accidentally made it on the XL. And so I ordered an extra one for my sister because she's really into Alice in Wonderland as well. So ordered an extra in the XL. But yeah, that was a great pattern.
Yeah, I like that one. Speaking of Gondek EDC, I've got the 3K giveaway still going because you guys know how I do. I'll just keep giving shit away for like 10 rounds or something. So I'm on round number 8. So if you guys have not entered for the 3K giveaway round number 8, I'm going to draw and announce a winner for that this weekend. So make sure you get over to that video, 3K giveaway round 8. Drop a comment on there. Let me show you what I'm giving away.
Nice. While you're doing that, Oh Father, are you going to have any of the Junkin Genius Hanks at Blade Show? I just saw you guys were doing a sale on those. Just thinking about picking some up, but trying to save for Blade Show. So if you're going to have some there, I may pick some up from you.
So let's see. We've got the Gondek May Hank of the Month. And so what they did is they did April showers, which had like a cool raindrop pattern. And I gave that away in the last giveaway. And then they followed it up with May flowers. So they've got like the Mario 8-pixel flowers. So I'm giving that away. This carabiner, titanium bolt action pin. This is one of the ones that Dick Ritchie sent me.
Nice.
And then the Tim School of Fish field jotter, a sticker from Bad Timmy channel. That channel's not for everybody. If you don't like right-wing freaking alt-right nonsense, stay away from that channel. And then I'm just joking, it's not alt-right. A little Ozark lockback and the Kubi leaf.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool. Yeah, so that's round 8. So if you have not entered for that, go drop a comment on that video. Like I said, I'm going to draw a winner this weekend. And
Nice.
then we'll just keep going.
By the time you're done with your 3K giveaways, you're going to be at 4K.
Well, I did 7 rounds for the 2K. And so I was like, well, I got to do better than that this time. So, but when I get to 4K, which is coming up soon, I am giving away a TRM Redline fixed blade. Yeah, that's brand new. Comes with a leather sheath, USA made. What kind of blade steel? 20 CV blade steel. Yeah, so.
Nice.
And then that's it. You know, that's a pretty pricey knife. I didn't pay for it.
Sure.
It was a gift, but that's enough right there. And I might throw in some little extras.
Nice. And perfect, Father. I'll hit you up on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. Are they going to be there selling stuff at Blade Show?
Yeah, but he mentioned that if you want something specific, to let them know ahead of time so they can bring them.
Cool. Very cool.
I'm going to link to that in just a second here.
So have you bought anything recently, Jacob? I know you're trying to save for Blade Show just like I am.
Yeah, just the patches for the most part. I think I took $150 and that went to patches, beer, food, and so not too much. And then the only other thing I bought was that Civivi Elementum utility blade.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And that's pretty cool. I like that.
I want to pick up that Elementum Tonto.
Oh,
Tanto?
yeah.
Is it Tanto or Tonto? I say Tonto.
I say both.
But I'm old. That comes from Lone Ranger and Tonto.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I want to get that one just because I have the Warncliffe and I have the regular one, so I kind of want the other one. Not that it's my favorite knife in the world, but it's it's serviceable. It's a decent little carry knife.
Yeah, I picked one up at Blade Show last year, actually, the Tanto with the antiqued brass.
Yeah.
And they were doing a discount for Blade Show, so you can get it for pretty cheap there.
That's the one I wanted to get, and I think they're sold out everywhere. That one has been discontinued, and so I can't find it anywhere. The only one I can find has like the brown burlap, but it's like it's not, it's like very wide pores. I don't know how to explain it. The weave is very loose, like bigger than regular burlap. It's kind of weird.
Huh, interesting. I don't even think I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I was so late to the Elementum game. The first one I actually got was the Desert Warrior.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I still don't have any normal Elementums besides that. I have the Tanto. I have a button lock one that I got in a going gear. And then I have the Mini as well.
Is your Desert Warrior a button lock?
No, but it is a flipper liner lock.
Okay. Yeah. I've got let's see here. So I've got 3 of them. The first one that I got was just the original flipper, purple. Nice. Then I got I guess this is called the Elementum 2 Desert Warrior because this is the button lock.
Right.
And then the Warncliffe one. So I want to pick up the Tonto one as well and sort of complete the set. It's not a completely complete because I don't have the utility or the Mini or the fixed blade, but
right.
that's most of the main ones that I want anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that Shikari looks sweet, Tim. Well, there's another Tim. We're saying you don't know that many Tims. No, father.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
The only other Tim that I know, but I've never met, is Tim O'Father
Okay.
EDC. Show us your Benchmade. So I reviewed this one today. This is the Benchmade Readout.
Right. This one I don't have yet. Skibby has one.
Oops. So I like it better than the Bug Out, but I don't love it because that texture right there is really, really aggressive. And even if you just squeeze it, you can feel it sort of digging into your hand. So if you hard use this thing at all, and this is not my knife, so I'm not going to use it at all. Right. But I can see where if you were really digging in, that, you know, it's got some jimping right there.
Yeah.
And that is really aggressive. And I can just see that that would really dig into you. Now, I love the size of it because I have wide hands, and that's a 4.75 inch handle. So it fills up most of my hand. So I like that. And the action is good, but I cannot stand Grivory. I hate it. I hate it. I don't like the way it feels. It feels, I don't know, it doesn't feel right to me. I don't like the way it feels in my hand. And I can't get past that with Benchmade.
Yeah.
Know?
Yeah, I have the Griptilian. A couple of people mentioned the Griptilian in the chat, actually. And it's all over. That texturing is all over the entire knife. But it's not too bad. Honestly, I think it's made to be used with gloves. The Axis lock works really well with gloves, fills out the hand pretty nicely. But not too bad.
And I think I said that in the video today, where I can see that if you were wearing gloves and, you know, you were using it in the snow or the rain or on a boat or something, you know, where that grip would really come in good, you know, it would come in handy. But just for everyday use, it's a little annoying to me. But I do like the overall look of that knife. I like the blade profile. I like the size, the shape of it.
Yeah.
I just, for the life of me, I can't do Grivory.
Yeah, those applied weapons tech scales that Greg has on his look incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I was actually thinking about swapping out both my Griptilian and my Mini for a pair of applied weapons tech.
I haven't seen those. I know there's a ton of aftermarket scales and stuff, but I don't know. I kind of feel like if I'm spending $200 on a knife, I don't want to spend another $100 on scales.
Right.
Now, that's different. Like if I buy a Zerkatai kit or a Mokatai kit, a hardware kit to go with a knife, that's different. But I don't want to have to change the scales out just to make it feel good in my hand.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I think after a while you kind of forget what you spent on the knife originally. So if you've had the knife, like my first Griptilian I've had for 10 years. And so after a while you're like, oh, who cares about spending money on scales? It's basically a free knife, you know, getting a new knife for the price of scales.
Yeah, I haven't bought anything recently. The last one I bought, which I think I showed a couple shows ago, was the very good knife company Mantis.
Oh, right.
Arctic Storm Fat Carbon.
Yeah, so that was like one of two, right?
That was one of two. Yep, one of two. So yeah, that was the last one I bought, but that was 3 weeks ago or something. So I really been trying to be good, and it was everything I could do not to buy one of these. You know what I mean? Because this is not mine. Jacob sent this one to me. Like I have 8 of them, but this is not one of them. So yeah, it was everything I could do not to buy that.
Nice. Well, it sounds like Kaiser might be having a flash sale in 30 minutes. So trying to break that streak for us, Raybo. Not buying.
Oh, I was looking at they had a little fixed blade that I dropped in my Amazon cart just so I wouldn't forget it. Let me see if I can find it. And I don't know if it's old or new, or I had never seen it before.
Interesting. Net and Boss. I'm not familiar with them. Let me look them up also.
I think it was.
Yeah, I
gold.
have 2 Griptilians. I'm gonna leave my original because I've had it for 10 years, but I got another one in some sort of subscription box, probably Going Gear. And yeah, might as well switch that one out. So I have that, and then I'm probably gonna do matching for whatever I do on the mini grip.
Of course, it doesn't say what the name of the knife is on Deckhand. Kaiser Deckhand.
Nice. Is that a big fixie?
No, I think it looks like it's about 7 inches. It's a fat little sheep's foot. Can I share screen on here if I pull it up?
Yeah. So if you go to the bottom where it says present, you can
Okay.
click on that and then just select the window that you want to present. You can do either an individual window, your entire screen.
Let's see. Boop. Doop.
While you're doing that, do you do knucks at all, like single finger or whole hand knucks?
No, there's some that I like, but I have not. I don't have any yet.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't really cover on the channel any of the knucks that I have, but I have a subscription for beads from Coke Tools, and they sent over a knuck this week, which was pretty cool, or this month.
So that one right there, Kaiser
Oh, that Micarta
Deckhand.
looked excellent.
Yeah, you ever heard of that one? I think I saw it on I don't know, maybe Stasa's channel or something like that. And I had just never seen it before, but I really like the look of that one.
Yeah, that's super clean.
Yeah. Let's see. D2, which I'm perfectly fine with. Let's see.
Unless it's on a Benchmade.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is only $49, not
Yeah, that's not
$200.
bad at all.
Yeah, $49. It's only 6 3/4 inches, so kind of small. You could, you could put an ulti clip on that sheath and drop it right down in your front pocket.
Yeah, and I just heard back from Jacob. It sounds like he's having some internet issues, so it doesn't look like he's going to get back on. So we can just hold it down without trying to kill time to get back to that. But yeah, so Coke Tools, they sent over, it's like monthly bead subscription, and this month they sent this giant bead with the single finger knuck, which is pretty cool.
What is
Looks like
that
it's all-
made out of? Is
It looks like it's
G10?
all 3D printed. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
yeah. I really like the oversized bead more than anything, even though I don't know how to tie. Hardly any
I
knots
actually-
besides the basic stuff. No fancy stuff.
I have a bead over here that I've been meaning to send to you that came on a Rough Rider fixed blade knife. And I was
nice.
like, I don't like that big old bead. And I remember one time you said, send it to me. And so I took it off and it's been sitting here on my desk. So I need to send that to you. And
Nice.
it feels like it's just wood or something. I don't know what it is, but that's been sitting over here. I've been meaning to send that to you.
Sweet. What's going on, Blade Walker?
So what about you guys in the chat? Anybody bought anything new lately? Or is everybody broke like everybody?
There
Or
was some
saving
up
for Blade
above
Show?
a little bit. We have to scroll up a little bit in the chat, but there was some conversations there. A lot of people mentioning the 940 too, if they were going to get Benchmade to go with the 940. I love my 940, but the worst cut I ever got was from a 940 trying to cut a zip tie of all things. I know you're not supposed to cut zip ties with knives, but I cut the palm of my hand, and my thumb on my left hand still doesn't bend all the way. I can barely reach my pinky with it.
Oh shit. What's up, Dennis? Welcome to the show. I know Andrew Baxter, you recently got one of those case knives, the Puff the Magic Dragon or whatever it's called, lizard scale or something like that. Yeah, that's a sweet looking knife.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, He's been watching my pipe channel. So over there, I do my pipe stuff because I like to smoke my pipes and stuff. And so I'll do some of that, but that's where I go to rant and rave and blow off steam and act like an asshole. So it's not for everybody.
Not worry about your monetization.
Exactly, because like I was like, okay, first of all, they're going to shut me down for showing anything tobacco related. They will just shut the whole channel down. And I was like, if they shut that channel down, I don't care. And then also, you know, I can talk shit about COVID and the government and all that kind of stuff, and I don't care. Oh, Andrew, did you get the large ones, the large Barlows that they have, the big ones? I was looking at those today. I wanted the Rosewood, but it looks like those are sold out already.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Somebody, I watched a video today. Somebody was comparing the Bear & Son large Barlows to the Rosecraft Blade Beaver Creek Barlow. I can't remember who it was, Brian's Knives or somebody like that. Yeah, it does look like a marshmallow, Dennis.
Interesting.
But yeah, those look good. Those Bear & Son. You've got a few Bear & Son, son.
Yeah, I probably have 6 or 7 of them. All slip joints. I don't have any of their modern or tactical knives. I think they have 3 different lines. There's like a modern and there's like a tactical with butterfly knives and stuff. But I only have their traditional stuff. Really like them. They're just always get there as if they were dragged through a mine. They're filthy. Really? They clean up nicely though, but they're always super gritty and just really dirty when you get them.
And that's what he was saying on the video today, is that the action felt gritty. You know, like there was probably schmutz down inside the spring and the pivot and all that kind of crap. But, you know, you soak that crap overnight in some mineral oil and flush it out real good, and it usually cleans it up pretty good.
Yeah, I have some of those syringes, and then I'll just shoot in the Boker mineral oil. They have like a Chinese mineral oil, so I'll just shoot that into the pivot, open it and close it a bunch, and it goes away. But you have to do it every time you get one of their knives for some reason, or I do.
Yeah, I've got my little setup over here. So sometimes I use mineral oil, sometimes I use CLP, sometimes I use KPL, and then I'll just flush it out with some air. So if it's really dirty, I'll just use mineral oil because it's cheap, and I'll just flood the pivot with mineral oil and squirt it out until it comes out clean. And it usually does the trick sometimes, but other times you just have to work it like 1,000 times to kind of polish the end of the tang.
For sure.
So
what's going on, Byron? Brian just hopped in the chat. Going back to Case Knives, I think that's going to be one of my bigger priorities, is to try and get some in person at their booth. I know they're going to have that SMKW PB&J, not at the SMKW booth, but you have to go to the Case booth for it. Even though it's an SMKW exclusive.
Hang on, I'm going to look that up because I don't think I've seen it, and you talked about it.
It looks kind of like that lizard skin one you were mentioning, or whatever that one's called. It looks kind of like that, but with brown and purple overtones.
Oh, yeah. Let me share that. I don't know if everybody's seen it. I got it here.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, Baxter mentioned the PB&J Barlow. I might get that, or I might get the Sodbuster. But yeah, super clean.
There it is. Yeah, it's kind of got that sort of same purple that they use on the Purple Barn board, except it's on that peach seed jig or whatever with brown underneath it. That's pretty cool. So they have different ones, not just the Trapper.
Yeah, there's a few different. And yeah, Andrew just mentioned just the burnt purple. So I think they have that base color, and when they torch the top, it kind of colors it that purple naturally. So it should be pretty unique between each model.
Hang on, I'm going to look up some more here.
Sweet.
I like that one.
Yeah, it looks really good. And the opportunity to just grab a bunch of them in person seems like a win-win.
Yeah. And it's always, I like the razor, the one-arm razor.
Yeah.
And the Barlow. and the Saudi.
Yeah, you picked up one of the one-armed razors, right?
Yeah, I got the antique bone.
Nice.
Hang on just a second, I'll pull it out.
Sweet.
So yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
And the one that I have just has the single blade on it, and I've been wanting to pick up because they released some of these just with the razor, and some of them have the razor and the pin blade, and I don't have any of the ones with the razor and the pin. So I would like to get one of those before it goes away.
Yeah. I never understood why they did the 2-blade on the one-armed razors, because for
Right.
people who are actually buying it for the one-armed aspect of it, they can't open the pin blade.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Jim has a Remington camp knife box set for sale.
Let's see. So I got this one with
Nice.
the.
Yeah,
I think
that
they call
bone
it.
is good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Now, some of them had like blade play issues. I heard some people, of course, it's case, so that's going to happen sometimes, but this one's perfect. I mean, this is one of the case knives that I have that I'm happy with. There's a few of them that I've got that aren't great, but this one came out perfect. And then my both of my purple barn board ones were really good. The Barlow and the Copper Lock. This was a gift from Tyler Williams, just
nice.
out of the blue one day. Like, it was right around my birthday in December, and I had told the wife, I was like, hey, if you're looking for something for my birthday, that would be good. And literally that very same day that I told her that, I got a box from SMKW. I was like, surely it didn't come that fast. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I remember that
from,
video.
Yeah, and it was from Tyler Williams. And I was like,
Nice.
yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah, he's in the chat. I just linked to his channel. Check that out for sure.
Yeah, that dude's got such an awesome
Incredible
bunch
collection.
of knives, man. Yeah, he does. I asked him one day, I was like, how do you have every knife ever made? And I think it was him. And he was like, yeah, I quit golfing.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll do it. These are out now too, actually. This video has been really popular on the Riot XOU.
Yeah.
So all of the pre-orders, if you pre-ordered them, have shipped. A lot of retailers are getting them in now. And if you go to Crane Cutlery, they still have them in stock. It's their little gravity knife. Only, I think, like $75 too.
Nice. Hey, Barbarian Brawny's in the house. Tyler is the best, man. He's a hell of a dude. Andrew Baxter, when are they releasing that PB&J? Is that going to be a Blade Show? Or are they going to drop that at Blade Show?
So they said they're going to have them at the case booth at Blade Show.
Okay.
Even though it's an SMKW exclusive, I would imagine whatever they don't sell will be on the side afterwards.
Okay. It'd be nice to pick one up there at the show, because you can pick one that has, good fit and finish.
Exactly.
Instead of risking it, because all the ones that do have good fit and finish are going to sell at the show, and then all the questionable ones are going to go to SMKW, and then you're going to get ones with gaps and blade play and shit like that, because that's what
you got to send back.
It would
will
be a show.
SMKW inspect them for you?
Case.
Has anyone tried that? Will SMKW inspect them for you? Because I know, like, Red Hill Cutlery, I'll put notes in there and they'll inspect them before they open the box, make sure you're not going to end up returning it. So
and I think Shepherd Hills will do the same thing. I've heard that if you say, hey, look, find me one that XYZ, they'll do that too. I don't know if SMKW will pre-check it for you, but I think they'll swap it out for you.
Yeah, I know they'll swap it. It's just, I'm way too lazy for that. So, like, if I get it, there's no way I'm going to send it back. I'll just be salty about it.
Yeah. I'm really excited about what Andy from Rosecraft Blades is dropping at Blade Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys are going to be there, you should go directly to the Rosecraft booth. Not that I'm biased or anything, and not that I'm a fanboy, but you guys know I'm a fanboy. But it's awesome. It is awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited. Do we know that he got it in already? Because that was kind of on the fence right before last week.
I think he said they're on the way, like they've been shipped, but he doesn't have them yet. So
yeah, cool. And I think if I remember, they're in the same spot as last year. So if you do go, you go into the main room, turn right, and then at the end, turn left, and it's kind of that back wall somewhere over there.
Who's down there, Case or Rosecraft?
Rosecraft. Case, I think, is a little bit towards the middle of the room on the left of the individual tables.
I've never been, so I don't know. I'm just going to walk around like, and I know what's going to happen. I'm going to spend all my money the very first day, and then the next 2 days, I'm going to have buyer's remorse because I'm going to see 30 other knives that I wish I had. But I really feel like I really have had my eye on those Esnix slip joints. You and I were talking about this before we came on the show. I love what that dude is doing. And I mean, they're pricey. They're between $300 and $350, but I really, really like the look of his knives. So I might head straight over to the Esnix booth and pick something up before I go and buy something else, because I have I'm not busting out no credit cards, man. I don't need that kind of debt.
Exactly.
I work on commission, so it's hit or miss around here. I'm either got a lot of money or no money.
Yeah, I may go over that area too. I think last year Esnix was right next to Superlative, and Superlative has some that I really like the looks of, so may head out in that direction also. I know the Jack Wolf booth is also kind of a corner with Notorious EDC, OEG EDC, and Arcane Designs are all like catty corner from each other. So that'll be an area I'd probably hit up in that first hour.
Those are all your boys, man. Those are all your dudes.
Exactly.
Now, I always forget the guy's first name. Pena?
Enrique.
Jose? Enrique. I always forget his first name. Is he going to have anything? Any of his slip joints? Do you know?
I would imagine so. So he's at the Superlative booth also. Him, Javi Garcia, Enrique Pena, and one other guy who I'm blanking on his name right now. But they're all going to be at the Superlative booth.
Okay.
So I would imagine he probably has some.
Yeah, I would love to have any of those and any of the Javi Garcia stuff. I mean, and I don't know if I'm ever going to have another opportunity to, get any. So I might just have to, not our hardest hitting interview. Nope, not our best interview.
Yeah. Good seeing you, Fook Doozle. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Jim, I'm looking forward to that too. There's a lot of folks that, I'm looking forward to meeting, not only other YouTube presenters that have channels, but just all kind of people that I've met, subscribers and stuff. There's going to be a ton of folks there. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just put my freaking phone number out there before the show. I don't give a shit if anybody has my phone number. And because, like, how else are you going to hook up with somebody or meet up? Because there's thousands of people there, Yeah.
So last year, I had a list of people I was trying to meet up with. I got to maybe half of them, and it was all because just happened to run into them. None of them were really like planned meetups. So this year, I think I'm going to do more meetups and less kind of just running around randomly.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll spend a little bit less this year too. I think I had early access last year, and by the time the first hour was up, I think I'd spent like $2,000 or something like that. And so this year I'm more just kind of hanging out and going to talk to people in that first hour. I might stop by like the Microtech booth because they always do a crazy show special that has them at reasonable competitive prices with other out the fronts. I think last year they had a Magna Cut dagger with the frag handles for $180.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so usually that would be $350, so good opportunity to get them at a good price.
Yeah. Yeah. Call for a good time. 867-5309. I'm showing my age. You guys remember that song?
Yep.
867-5309. Let's see. I was gonna say something and I totally. Oh, how's the what's the Wi-Fi like in there?
Horrendous.
Is it? That's what I was thinking. I was like, people keep saying do a live stream, take video. I feel like I'm not even going to be able to upload shit until I get back to the hotel room at night.
Yeah, so I upload the video from the hotel room and that went okay. But on the floor, my cell reception was horrendous and the Wi-Fi was basically non-existent. I mean, they had Wi-Fi, but it was so slow because everyone's on it.
Yeah, I had a feeling that would be the case. Yeah, but I don't look like Jenny, but I'm a good time for a good time called Timmy. Yeah, man,
exactly, Jim.
I'm looking forward to it, but I definitely want to grab one of those Esnix knives, so that might be the first place that I go to. And we'll
Do you know which one you want to go after?
I don't know. I actually talked to him about being on the show, and he said that he couldn't do it before Blade Show because he was trying to get a bunch of stuff ready. He said he was going to have maybe 3 to 5 different models at the show, and maybe some older ones that he had. But he said he's going to have a good amount of stuff at Blade Show, and then he said he would come on to just the tip after Blade Show. So
yeah, I got a couple of those as well. Just a busy time for everyone who's going to Blade Show trying to get ready. So hopefully we'll see that.
Had to go outside to get PayPal to go through. Good grief. So is cash king?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Just have a lot of cash.
Yeah, just make sure if you're flying, you don't carry too much.
Yeah.
I had a buddy that was flying, and there's a limit of $10,000 on flights. So if you get caught, they'll confiscate it.
Really?
Yeah. So if you're going with more than that, split it between you and your partner.
Yeah, no, I'm not flying.
I'm assuming we're not, but just in case.
I'm not flying. It's about a 4-hour drive for me, maybe 4.5. Yeah, so it's not bad at all. And then I know Jacob from Very Good Knife Company is going to be there. So I'm going to hang out with him and walk around with him for a little bit. And he lives in Cleveland, Georgia. So I think it's only like an hour and a half drive for him. So he's just like going to drive over each day and then they're going to head home. So that's how he's going to do it. So
yeah, that's easy. Oh, what's up, Mikey? Are you going to be at Blade Show this year?
Oh, Stacy, that sucks.
Oh, we're both highlighting the same comment.
Yeah, that sucks. I had a scare today, so I told you before the show, but I'll just tell everybody I'm a mortgage broker, right? So I sell money for a living, and I had a deal that I've been working on for almost 2 months now. And this guy's been trying to buy an investment property, and the first one fell through, and then the second one fell through. So we are on his third property with his third different contract. And today, this morning, it almost fell through again. And I was like, well, there's like a $10,000 paycheck that I'm not going to get. And then the realtor called me and said, oh, we saved the deal. We renegotiated the contract. So I was like, thank God, because I was about to have to cancel Blade Show. So,
yeah, glad that came through. No Atlanta for Mikey. Oh, congrats. I got some business cards made up, so hopefully they'll be here in time. I had paid for rush delivery, so hopefully we'll be able to use that to get some guests on the show as well. What's going on, Austin? How you doing?
Austin, what's up, brother? Austin, have you sold out of your Rosecraft Beaver Creek Barlows yet? And what are you going to have available at Blade Show? Those are killer, Jacob. Where'd you have those?
So that's the back side, and then I have the front side with regular channel, but with the just a tip on the back side.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw the Beaver Creek had sold out, right, Austin? There was a story earlier in the day that there was like 8 left, and then I think maybe the next one was sold out.
I had a feeling those would go fast. That's his best-selling model, I think.
Yeah.
So those business cards, did you order them on the internet, or you have them printed locally?
Yeah, I ordered them on the internet through Vista Print, and they have an option for rush delivery, so they should be here this week, actually. Just wanted to make sure I got them in plenty of time.
Heck yeah. Oh, so he's got, yeah,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I think Andy sold out, but if you guys are still looking for them, Austin's got a bunch of them left.
Nice. Are we going to get a new cup color this year? Last year, I don't know if I can roll that far. Let's see. I might just unplug my headphones, so sorry if I do. But last year, he was giving out cups at his booth.
Oh, nice. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I need a free cup. Jim, are you waiting on a closing? Are you purchasing a house or selling a house? Probably selling a house, waiting for it to close so you can buy a new truck. Is that what I'm reading correctly? I did not cause the housing crisis. In 2008, I was teaching high school science and coaching football and track. I've only been a mortgage broker coming up on 2 years now. So I retired early from teaching because in my brain, every day I was murdering teenagers. Like literally, I was like, fuck, every day. And I was miserable. So I walked away from a good amount of my retirement.
I was doing just getting started in loan processing in 2008, and then that all crashed, so I got out of it then. But I was doing
Yeah.
junior loan processing at the time.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I
I mean,
think I
it's not a
was
bad.
20.
Wow. You can make some pretty good money doing that. Yeah, Tyler, I was talking to Jake before the show about the Tarpon. I think that's one of the ones that he's fixing to drop that I've got my eye on. I really like that. So I don't know. It's probably I don't know. Between $300 and $400 would be my guess. Yeah, Matt, it's horrible, bro. It is horrible. You know, those kids have zero accountability, and they know it. They know they're allowed to get away with anything they want, and I just can't stand it. You're not going to dog cuss me. I'm a grown-ass man, and that's just the way it is. So I had to quit because I was going to get fired because I'm not going to stand for it. I got you, Jim. See, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Not bad at all, because I was thinking it would be more than that. So when's that one dropping, Austin? Can you tell us when it's dropping? I've been seeing them recently, and that's one I've had my eye on. And I was going to try to pick one up at Blade Show, but if they're dropping before that, I might just go ahead and spend that money ahead of time.
Yeah, it's been so hard not to pick anything up before Blade Show. I was looking at that Remet out the front.
Yeah.
Super cool. And I was like, gotta wait.
Oh, tomorrow morning. I'm always, yeah.
Say 8:30 Eastern time?
I'll
Might
probably
not have been gone to bed by then yet.
Right.
5:30 here. Nice.
Yeah, so in case any of you guys were not on the stream earlier, we had Jacob from Jacob Creates. He had some technical difficulties with internet. I am going to be out of town next week. I'm going to be in Detroit on business. So I guess, Jacob, you'll just try to hook back up with Jacob again and run the show here on this channel.
Yeah, so we'll either have no show next week, or if anyone's available, I have a bunch of people that I'm talking to about doing like pre-Blade Show shows, but a lot of them think they're not going to be available to after Blade Show anyway. So if that's the case and no one's available, I may not hop on at all. But if someone's available, we'll hop on and do a show here.
Yeah, and then the following week we will be back on my channel, and we'll see who's going to be the guest then.
Yep. So. And if anything, too, if no one's available, we can do that kind of pre-Blade Show coverage. I know by then it'll be the Tuesday right before Blade Show, so most people have announced what they're going to be bringing their table, can start like planning routes and stuff like that. Or at least that's what I did last year. I didn't follow the route at all, but I had booths that I wanted to stop by. I got to most of them.
Nice. Yeah.
But-
So, let's see. Before we get ready to sign off here, so look for these either this week or next week from Very Good Knife Company. This is the Tribute 9 1/4 inch Kephart knife. So that one's dropping soon. And then I've got the giveaway on my channel, the 3K round 8 giveaway, and I'll announce a winner for that this weekend, probably on Saturday. So make sure you guys head over there and enter for that if you want to win that.
Yeah. I think that's all we've got for this week, unless anyone in the chat has anything we want to jump on before we go.
Yeah. Sorry guys that our guest had trouble, but that's the way it goes. Exactly. Yeah, man. I was 20 years. I had 20 years of teaching experience at the same school. And after 30 years, you get your full pension. And when you retire early, of course, I still get part of my pension, but it's significantly less than what my full pension would have been. But I walked away from it. I was like, you can have it. There's no amount of money worth putting up with this shit for one more day. And that was it. I didn't give. And I quit before the end of the year. It was like right before finals. I was just like, yeah, I was like, I can't do this shit anymore. I was like, I'll leave whoever you get to finish out the year. I'll give them my study guide for the final exam. I'll give them a copy of my final exam, and they can just come in and babysit for the next 3 weeks. But I'm out of here. Just like
Nice.
that. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Yeah,
before we
Chris-
log off, I'm going to show this one more time for those that weren't here in the beginning. Is Bluminati Ninja. It's been holding it down for the mods today, and he's got a new Ranger eye out. So hit him up. It's a smaller version. If you saw his bigger one and want something pouch size, these are available. Comes with a bunch of great stickers from him and Twisted Sis. So definitely worth checking
yeah.
out.
Heck yeah. All right.
All right.
Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. I appreciate all of you. Don't forget, Jacob's got channel memberships, so check that out. I got mine up going too.
Tim.
Got a bunch of members already, so appreciate that. And like Jacob said, we'll just play next week by ear, and then we'll be at Blade Show, and then we'll see you back on my channel after that, right? Something
Yep.
like that.
Yeah, I think
Sure.
we'll be back right before Blade Show, the Tuesday before,
That's right.
June 4th.
That's right.
Yeah. But appreciate
All right.
everyone. Thanks for stopping in. Had a great show. Thanks again to the moderators, everyone watching live, everyone who watches the playback. Appreciate it.